He's the #1 defense in the WNBA. And Brittany Griner for Connecticut. Tie uniforms in black with the beauty. It's Phoenix winning the tip, and right away, Tosh leading the offense. Griner at the elbow, off the back iron, and AT with the rebound.
Oh, you can see Connecticut choosing to go one-on-one, Jones and BG.
Ty Harris averaging a career-high 11 points a game as she has settled into that starting role. DeWanna Bonner off the mark from distance, battle for the rebound, and the ball winds up with Thomas.
And Carrington had a career-high 10 rebounds in their first meeting.
On the Mercury. Cunningham inside to BG, around Thomas, reversing well.
Well, we'll see tonight whether BG can continue to get deep into the lane like that on post-ups.
This Connecticut team comes in 6-2 on the road this season. Phoenix 7-3 at home. This is the second of 4 meetings between these two teams. An offensive, her second season with Connecticut, 4th in the WNBA. We'll have more on her in just a bit. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Connecticut. As promised, there is Steph. She's 41 up and 17 down with Connecticut. Again, this is her second stint. She spent a couple years with Indiana as well. Shot clock getting low. BG against Jones, loses the handle. Ball goes out of bounds, and that will be Connecticut basketball.
You talked about Thomas and Cloud being #1 and 2 in assists. These two also in the top 10 in steals.
So you're saying they're excellent two-way players.
Yeah, and sometimes I don't think Natasha Cloud gets those steals because she'll knock it away and somebody else picks it up.
DeWanna Bonner at the cup. 15th season in the WNBA. She keeps chasing Tina Charles, who had the nerve to come back to the league, so it's a moving target for DeWanna Bonner to move up the scale, and there goes Sophie Cunningham. It's been a minute since we've seen her attack the basket like that, Annie.
I talked to Nate Tibbetts before the game. I said, who are your key players, kind of those X-factor players in this game today? And he said Sophie Cunningham and Shook Sutton can add on off the bench.
So Cunningham making the most of her start today. Tosh Cloud for 3. Hoop wouldn't have it, and Carrington is there with the rebound. DeJournette averaging a career-high 13 points a game and is one of the elite defensive stoppers on this Connecticut team. Bree Jones off the mark, chasing down the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Phoenix basketball.
Well, we've talked all season long. Carrington and Harris came off the bench last.
Cloud surveying. Keeping her dribble, swinging it low. That'll work. Natasha Mack benefiting.
And certainly with Diana Taurasi out, who's averaging over 16 points and really passes the ball well and defensively helps out, they missed that. And so who is going to step up?
Ty Harris in and out. Nice rebound by Copper.
And looking for Copper to have a big game, a bounce-back game after yesterday.
Copper at the rim, just off the mark, and here comes the engine running the show for Connecticut. Fans wanted to travel. Matt coming up with the block. That 6'11" wingspan is such a bonus. Boy, there's so much lanky length with Mack and Bonner going one-on-one.
What a shot.
Terrific finish by Jones.
Well, Stephanie White said the advantage of having somebody like Thomas is that she is a point guard in a forward's body.
A power forward's body.
And the best IQ that she's seen a player have.
Cunningham off the mark. Mack tried to save it, but it will be Connecticut basketball.
And they've lost their last 3 out of 4 games.
Connecticut losing to Atlanta before coming here to Phoenix. Carrington swinging it. Bonner 3, short. Matt getting it out to Cloud. Phoenix averaging 82.4 points a game. Cloud almost lost the handle, and a jump ball is called. This health update is brought to you by Banner Health, the official healthcare partner of the Phoenix Mercury. Connecticut missing Moriah Jefferson. She's out with an ankle. And there is the MASH unit for the Mercury. Charisma Osborne, Beck Allen, and Diana Taurasi.
And we got to see Mo Jefferson before the game, who was here last year in Phoenix. And she already had the surgery, and she's working out. She's ready to go at the end of the season in September.
That is great news for Connecticut fans, for sure. Ty Harris swings it. Carrington inside to Thomas. Bree Jones at the elbow. Another rebound for Copper. Ahead to Sophie Cunningham, and she'll just bring it back out. Kiki Herbert-Harrigan has checked in for the Mercury. Reiner with the smaller AT honor kicks it back out. Kiki for three. And the rebound winds up with Connecticut. Olivia Nelson-Adota is getting set to check in for Connecticut. A whistle blows as Carrington attacks the rim. With that,
people are interested.
Yeah, I love it. Love to see it.
And not just WNBA, but women's sports in general.
Dejanay Carrington connecting on that first free throw try. She's shooting 81% on the season. And here in her 4th season in the league, she is letting everybody know she is her. She knots things up at 6 points apiece. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. Copper off the bounce. That'll work. Copper and Asia Wilson, the only 2 players in the league with 5, count them, 5 30-point games this season.
And Copper coming off that 7-point game yesterday against Indiana, and she's still the 3rd leading scorer with over 21 points.
Raised by 6'5" Nelson-Adota at the rim as well. Love to see that.
Well, and yesterday's game too, Cindy, is a game you just kind of throw away. You don't even look at it. You just, you got to get ready for this back-to-back, basically.
Carrington attacking, and will head back to the free throw line.
One of the things that Nate Tibbetts talked about, this is a physical Connecticut game. They love to attack the basket, and they get in the lane where a lot of their points are. They're 11th in three-point field goal percentage. So not a great three-point shooting team, except we got Dewana Bonner. And but they're going to get inside the lane or those 2-point shots around 15 feet out.
So Carrington, after the foul called against Kiki Herbert-Harrigan, her first, ready to equalize this thing again from the stripe. I had to ask Dejanay what kind of makeup she wears, because it does not move during the game. She says she uses Huda Beauty's concealer and a little bit of powder, and that's it. And I immediately thought, hey, Huda Beauty, you got a new spokesperson and you don't even know it.
Are you investing?
I'm just saying, I use the product myself. It doesn't look as good on me as it does on Dejanay. Copper off the mark. Here comes Connecticut. Bonner dancing. Stephanie White directing traffic from the sideline. Carrington resets. And Veronica Burton has checked in. Shot clock getting very low, and that's a shot clock violation
on defense.
Your 5 on the floor for the Mercury. Cotton and Dixon, Shug and Liz have checked in for Connecticut. Bonner, Thomas, Carrington, Nelson-Adota, and Burton.
That's a break for Sutton. Just kind of lost the ball off that dribble. The one thing about Cloud yesterday, she had 7 assists and no turnovers.
Absolutely outstanding. And whenever Phoenix needed a bucket, she delivered.
Oh, tough pass right there.
Sutton back to Cloud for 3. And that will be Connecticut basketball. And to your point, losses in 3 of their last 4, Annie.
And Stephanie White was saying we were 9-0, but we really weren't playing that well. We've got a lot of new players. There's a new system kind of for everybody. And so they're still trying to find their groove.
Well, when they were winning all those games, it looked pretty good to me.
I agree.
Shot clock getting low again. Bonner has to fire. Rebound to Cloud. Sutton surveying, kicking it out to Cloud. Wants to go inside to Dixon. Cloud kicking it to Copper. Off the bounce. Just off the mark.
Cloud missed that last shot and she hesitated. So you got to
giving Connecticut the lead. First Sun lead of the evening with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Griner at the scorer's table getting set to check back in for Phoenix. Sophie Cunningham for three. Back iron. Kiki Herbert-Harrigan with the rebound. Another opportunity for Phoenix here. Herbert-Harrigan again. That time missing everything. Easiest rebound Dejanay Carrington will ever run into. Tiffany Mitchell finding AT off glass.
So Phoenix 0 for 6 from three-point range, but they've been good shots. But getting down on defense, you saw AT just getting so deep in the lane, and she's so unorthodox with her shoulders and taking the shots left or right-handed. Tough to defend.
Cloud off the bounce, earning a trip to the free throw.
It's a different lineup every time.
Cloud in her 9th season in the WNBA has moved up from 22nd all-time on the assist list to 14th. How about that? Beck Allen being a terrific cheerleader and support system on the bench, as is Diana Taurasi.
And played with this Connecticut Sun team for 6 seasons.
Yeah, that's why Phoenix was so excited to get her. She hit 40 triples with Connecticut last season. Shug Sutton a little too up close and personal there with Burton. So
aggressive, be physical, but picking up quick fouls kind of takes you on your heels a little bit.
And that's where they really miss Beck. She is so good at defending without fouling.
Nice defense by BG. Didn't really have to jump, didn't go for those moves that Jones had.
Might have been a partial block as well. A minute to go here in the first quarter. Sutton dancing, feeding Griner. Little baseline jumper.
I like the pass, but I also think that she passed up a very easy shot.
Little floater in the lane that she's been working on. AT is not going to miss from there. The lead is 4 for Connecticut. Its largest lead of the game. 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And Burton is going to pick up the foul.
And you can see with this rotation that he has that he's got Sutton at the point guard right now, and Cloud has moved over to the wing.
Is shooting 67% from the free throw line, gets the first one to go. She is facing Connecticut for the first time this season. When these two teams met prior, she didn't play out with a right ankle issue.
You can see a difference in her game this season. Her confidence has grown. She's got the opportunity to get minutes.
I think being able to learn and watch Cloud day in and day out has proven so beneficial. Burton will try the three, and that will fall. Okay, VB, we see you.
Stephanie White says she's been such a great addition.
Just her second made triple of the season, and Connecticut is up by 5. Baseline jumper, Mack, that's wet.
Well, you know when Mack is playing and she gets minutes, she's not thinking. I mean, she does so many positive things for the Mercury.
Shot clock is off. 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
And this is the kind of game that the Sun like. They want a low-scoring game.
Carrington. Oh, that was pretty. Nice ball movement. Plenty of time for the Mercury to get one up if they want it. Cloud in traffic. Good if it goes, and it does. Tosh Cloud let